Conor McGregor vs. Max Holloway, a clash of futures and the tale of two warriors. It was a warm summer night on August 17, 2013, when fight fans gathered eagerly for UFC Fight Night 26. While the headline bouts promised fireworks, there was a particular buzz about a young Irishman named Conor McGregor and his opponent, a promising Hawaiian fighter named Max Holloway. This wasn't just another fight. This was a glimpse into the future of mixed martial arts. Two warriors, both destined for greatness, were set to collide in a battle that would showcase their raw potential, grit, and hunger. Conor McGregor, the Irish prodigy. At the time, Conor McGregor was already making waves in the MMA world. Hailing from Dublin, Ireland, McGregor had a flair for the dramatic, both inside and outside the octagon. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a showman. With his sharp tongue, unyielding confidence, and striking skills, McGregor quickly gained a reputation as someone who could talk the talk and walk the walk. McGregor came into the fight with a professional record of 13 wins and 2 losses. He had made an impressive UFC debut earlier that year, knocking out Marcus Brimage in just over a minute. His precision striking, coupled with his ability to predict opponents' movements, earned him comparisons to greats like Anderson Silva. Beyond his physical prowess, McGregor had the charisma to captivate audiences. He promised greatness, predicting his rise to stardom and championship gold. But it wasn't all bravado. Behind the scenes, McGregor's story was one of struggle and perseverance. Before his UFC career took off, he had lived off welfare checks, training tirelessly in relative obscurity. The fight with Holloway was only his second bout in the UFC, but McGregor saw it as another stepping stone on his path to becoming a legend. Max Holloway, the Hawaiian underdog. On the other side of the octagon stood Max Blessed Holloway, a fighter who, despite being only 21 years old, had already earned respect in the MMA community. Holloway hailed from Waianae, Hawaii. He embodied the laid-back yet fierce Hawaiian warrior spirit, calm and respectful outside the cage, relentless and aggressive inside it. Holloway entered the fight with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses. He had joined the UFC roster at the age of 20, becoming the youngest fighter in the promotion at that time. Despite his youth, he had shown flashes of brilliance, particularly with his striking and composure under pressure. Holloway wasn't just another up-and-comer. He was a future star in the making. Though he lacked McGregor's brash persona, Holloway had a quiet confidence about him. He believed in his skills and was determined to prove himself on the big stage. For Holloway, this fight was more than just another match. It was an opportunity to show that he belonged among the UFC's elite. The fight, a battle of skill and will. As the fight began, the tension in the arena was palpable. McGregor, known for his striking precision, started aggressively, controlling the center of the octagon. He moved fluidly, mixing up his strikes and keeping Holloway guessing. The Irishman showcased his versatility, throwing spinning kicks and precise punches that found their mark. Despite McGregor's early dominance, Holloway didn't back down. The Hawaiian displayed remarkable composure for someone so young. He absorbed McGregor's shots and countered with his own combinations. While McGregor was the clear aggressor, Holloway's resilience kept the fight competitive. Midway through the second round, something unexpected happened. McGregor suffered a knee injury. The injury limited his mobility, forcing him to change his strategy. Rather than relying solely on his striking, McGregor showcased a different aspect of his game, his grappling. He secured takedowns and controlled Holloway on the ground, surprising many who had doubted his ground skills. The third round saw both fighters continue to battle. but McGregor's control on the ground and his earlier striking dominance proved too much for Holloway to overcome. After 3 rounds, the judges scored the fight unanimously in favor of McGregor. Result: McGregor won by unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-26. The aftermath, a glimpse into greatness. While McGregor walked away with the victory, both fighters earned respect that night. For McGregor, it was another step towards superstardom. He would go on to win the UFC Featherweight Championship and later the UFC Lightweight Championship, becoming the first fighter in UFC history to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. His charisma and fighting prowess turned him into one of the biggest stars in combat sports history. For Holloway, the fight was a learning experience. He didn't dwell on the loss. Instead, he used it as motivation. Holloway went on an incredible winning streak, eventually capturing the UFC Featherweight Championship and establishing himself as one of the greatest featherweights of all time. Known for his volume striking and relentless pace, Holloway became a fan favorite and a respected champion. Controversies and respect. While the fight itself didn't involve any major controversies, McGregor's rise to fame was often accompanied by polarizing moments. His brash trash talk and larger-than-life persona drew both admiration and criticism. Some viewed him as a marketing genius, while others saw him as disrespectful. Holloway, on the other hand, remained humble and respectful throughout his career, earning widespread admiration for his sportsmanship. In the years that followed, McGregor and Holloway exchanged words on social media, teasing a potential rematch. Despite the occasional banter, there was always an undercurrent of mutual respect. Both fighters acknowledged the role that fight played in shaping their careers. Conclusion: a story of 2 legends in the making. The fight between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway on that fateful night in 2013 wasn't just a clash of 2 fighters. It was a glimpse into the future of MMA. Both men went on to achieve greatness, becoming champions and icons of the sport. Their paths, though different, were forever intertwined by that early encounter. In the end, this wasn't just a story of a fight. It was the story of 2 warriors who, through hard work, determination, and sheer will, carved their names into the annals of MMA history. For the fans who witnessed it live, it was a night to remember the night 2 future legends shared the octagon, giving us a fight that would be talked about for years to come.